Hello, I am Talisa Franklin. Get ready for a magical musical journey with the one, the only, he's a timeless artist, the Kevin Davidson.
Here we go. Come on. Come on, clap those hands. Here we go, choir. New direction.
New direction. New day. New beginning. Coming your way.
Don't
Don't be discouraged anymore.
So much more.
So much more he has in store.
I am excited to share this magical musical journey with the one, the only, the timeless artist, Kevin Davidson. Get ready, because you will hear from the man himself about his journey. But I will tell you, everything he's done has been God ordained. Welcome, Kevin Davidson. Hey, Kevin.
Oh, man, it's great to be here. To my sister be interviewing me. What a moment. What a
Love
moment.
you, my brother.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
say it privately, and I say it again publicly. I love you. I love you for who you are and who God has called you to be, and how you walk with anointing and authority in every area of your life.
I try.
I mean, you don't try, you
I
just do
do.
it. You know, you have your Nikes on, you just do it.
Yeah.
And, well, when you have shoes on,
Right.
you just do it,
Don't
right?
tell nobody that.
Well, anybody that know my brother, they know you don't like shoes. But hey, sometimes you just got to lay before the Lord, barefooted, bow down, and say, here I am, God. Use me however you please. So who is Kevin Davidson? Tell us, are you married? Well, I know, but tell the people, are you married, about your wonderful children, your beautiful, divalicious mom? Tell us about you.
Yes, sis, I'm happily married. Zandria Davidson. I have 6 kids, and now I've even graduated to being a granddad.
Oh my.
Yeah, so
you are a grandfather.
Yes. So Lord has blessed us tremendously. Wonderful family. Love my family. That's what I live for. You know, I come to find out family is everything.
Yes.
So I'm just excited about living. Feel like I'm breathing again. So
You know, when you have your right perspective and you have things in God's order, He blesses that. You know, so many times we get so caught up on our life and we be looking for success in all on the areas. But when you become successful at home, you'll feel it when you go out abroad.
that's
Am I
true.
correct?
That's true. I mean, that's everything.
Yeah, but you know, I think about that beautiful young lady that I say pushed you out so many years ago.
Oh,
Your
Lord.
lovely mom, and I know she's here and she's having an amazing time and she's feeling proud.
Yeah.
But when you think about your mom, I want you to speak about your mom and how she allowed you to do what you do, because this gift was in you at an early age.
Yeah, my mom made me stand in front of the mirror and sing. She made me, the fireplace.
Yeah.
And when, the youth director would say, you make him learn this song. So I think the first song I ever did was Myrna Summers, I Found Jesus, for our youth day at Zion Temple Church of God in Christ.
Right.
My mama said, if you don't sing this song, and literally she said, I'm going to beat you.
Oh my.
So I had to learn it. I stood up that day, singing. So my mother has been a great influence. Like now when she come to my recordings, I have to keep her away from the mic, because, she'll still try to sing and get the mic. So she has tremendously still play a great part in my life. So she was the first music teacher, I guess I could say.
And when they said charity starts at home, so truly you got it at home. You was able to get your foundation. And not just singing. One thing I know your mother instilled in you was prayer.
Oh my God. I remember coming home from school, and when my mother got off from work, I would always see her lay across the bed. It's a funny story. And she would lay across the bed with Bible and shoes. She would pray, read the Bible, and look at shoes. And even to this day, that's what I now, as much as I don't wear shoes, but it's like even when I'm praying. And now I understand that when everything else fails, prayer is always going to be there. So I have had to live a life. I wouldn't be sitting here today from not knowing that example of prayer, not just saying, I'm talking about, the Bible said, what you do in secret, I'll reward you. Oh, so my example of prayer was just watching my mom consistently every day. Now I understand why she was on the bed with those shoes and the Bible praying.
My God. And because of your prayer life, I always call you the timeless artist, because I don't care what music that God has allowed you to produce. It was always in a season.
Mm-hmm.
I think about some of the songs that you produced, Father. Bounce Back, Born to Win, Something Happens. I don't care what year it is, it still works. Because I don't care what your situation is, you got to bounce back.
Oh, yeah.
Something going to happen when you pray.
That's right.
And you got to understand, no matter what they say, we were born to win. So let's talk about how you got to this. When I think about bounce back, what would make an artist of your caliber? You had the voices of Bing Hampton, you had all this going on, but you come up with a song called Bounce Back. Tell us about Bounce Back. Tell us about the journey.
Bounce Back was at a very hard place, and I just heard these two words. I was at Princeton Avenue playing for Princeton Avenue Baptist Church, pastored by the great Russell Bailey. On a Sunday morning, I heard these two words, bounce back, and the melody just came, and I called, never forget, because Sherry Jones was instrumental in the song, and we just did it, and when we recorded it that night, I was singing it as a dummy track, because I was going to get somebody else to do it, and they was like, no, you cool, because I don't claim to be a singer. I just sing from here. And so that's really the story of that song. And I laugh to this day when people be like, they love the song. You know, I be like, for real?
Well, now, Kevin, you have told us about, you know, where you got that. But what was on the inside of you made you want to come up and say, I'm going to bounce back? What was going on in a Kevin Davidson life? I want to be nosy because I've shared with the people that we're going to have a magical musical journey. And I know there had to be something. You know, when you go through so many situations, it becomes birthed out of what are you feeling.
I think
what was going on in your life?
Just going through a lot of personal storms.
Okay.
I think at that moment I was at the low.
Okay.
But I think everything that has come out of me was never for me. And people be like to this day, can you teach me how to write a song? I said, no, I don't think you want that because you got to go through it to do it.
In most cases, people don't want to go through the pain to get to the purpose.
Clueless. No, because that song was birthed out of a low place. I was going through divorce. People were saying all kind of stuff, and I couldn't respond. I couldn't say nothing. And I just penned it out. Wow. And when you listen to the words, every time I turn around, the enemy, I wasn't blaming people, but the enemy was attacking me. He tried to still take away my joy. Yeah. And so when you listen to the lyrics of the song, I called Sherry because I was stuck in some place. Sherry just kind of finished, so we just kind of penned it. And never, like I said, I've never written anything for it to be a mega hit or what they say. Just wrote it from the heart.
And when you think about that, because you bounce back, and I know there's somebody that's probably watching this interview at this time, and they're saying, I never knew that about Kevin Davidson, but he still had hits after hits after hits. And when that preached to me and so many of my own personal life situations, that no matter what the enemy is doing, I can bounce back. Because if I stay on my face in prayer,
all right, that's good news.
I can bounce back.
That's it.
And so when I think about that, Kevin, you have bounced back. And then following that, you had a hit that said, I was born to win.
Oh, my God.
Even with the enemy in 2018, going into 2019, the enemy is saying, you will never win. You are a loser. You're not going to win this fight. You're not going to get over this. But your song today still resonates in our heart, no matter what's going on and what they say. He says, I'm born to win. Where did that come from?
Born to Win, actually, my choir, we were Kevin Davidson and the Voices, singing at Miracle Temple. And never forget this. My head was hurting early that day, maybe like about 2 o'clock. And the doctor said I had a stroke then and didn't know it.
My God.
Went home.
The doctor said.
The doctor told me.
Okay.
I'm trying to do it without tears.
The doctor said.
To stop now.
But the real doctor said.
The doctor said born to win.
Oh my God.
And so I'm sitting there at Miracle Temple, directing the choir.
Miracle Temple.
Yeah, Miracle Temple.
Miracle Temple.
And we were singing Count Your Blessings.
Name the one by one.
Yeah, Cheryl. Oh, you know, we were going.
Yes, yes.
And the choirman was pointing at me saying, and my face was shifting.
Oh my Jesus.
In the song. I was having a stroke. But, you know, I had it, the doctor heard, but I guess me not going to the doctor when I should have.
Right.
And my face shifted. And I could feel it then. And the choirman was like, and so by the time I got to the hospital, the doctor said, and I was twice, maybe 2 or 3 times as big as I am now. The doctor said, we can't find nothing wrong, your blood pressure and everything. So in the midst of all that, that Tuesday, that was on a Friday, went through the weekend, doctor said I would never recover.
The doctor said.
The doctor told me,
Until-
he said, it's a wrap. Said, this is it, son. Literally.
So you're telling me, and to today's person that's sitting and watching this, the doctor has counted you out.
Yeah, he counted me, yeah.
And said you
based
would
on
never,
based on the x-ray.
Yeah, based on what they say.
What they say.
But when God says you're born to win, and I think about you said count your blessings.
We were singing it.
Name them one by one.
Mm-hmm.
That was just another reason to say, Lord, I thank you.
I got on the organ that Sunday. I was playing for Bountiful Blessings then.
What these
Still
names?
went to church, still trying to go to, and I tell most people, they quit just over a toe ache. But the Bible says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower.
Yes.
They that runneth into it are safe. And that was the press that my mother taught me, no matter what, you get to prayer. But that Tuesday, never forget. I went to the doctor, he told me to come back, said it's a wrap. And I was literally I wrote the song this quick. I was at Get Well and Rains. On my way to rehearsal, they thought I was crazy. I told we never cancel rehearsal. That's first thing. On my way to rehearsal, I'm going now. You got to understand now, my right side is shut down.
Right.
Can't talk. When I put a straw in my mouth, I couldn't eat. Got to rehearsal. I wrote Born to Win from Rains and Get Well, and we was on our way to Bishop Cartwright. We was having a rehearsal at Bishop Cartwright Church. So from Rains and Get Well.
That was a long drive.
And then got to American Way. And the Lord had gave me, I walked in rehearsal, sat on the piano, and said, hold on through, and talked, and I didn't think the song was going to be good. And gave the mic to Toya, and that was the song. And I think the song, people love it because of where it came from.
Right.
And that's what I heard the Lord said, Born to Win, on my way.
And you think about that, you have people today, Kevin, that maybe is going through something, and like you said, they got an earache. They don't even want to come to church anymore.
No.
But you was pressing on, saying, I'm not going to give up. I got something to do.
It was just put in me.
Yes, because of your mom on that bed.
Because I seen
Thank God for mother.
I saw the old saints didn't quit.
Yeah. And so, you know what, Kevin, and it's funny you say that because in the musical journey I've seen you take, and that's why I say you're such a timeless artist, I see other artists that they may have a great song, but they don't have no oil. They ain't got no oil, they just dry.
Well,
it's like the Tin Man, they need some oil.
Well, but I think...
But you had oil, and your oil has kept you going. Even when life wanted to dry you up, your oil.
Life almost did. Yeah, it will.
But it did, because something happened.
Right, when they say, when I studied about the oil, they said the worst part about the oil ain't the crushing. That's what most people preach.
Come on now.
To deserve the oil, it's the fall
Jesus.
of the olive.
Yes.
Because that olive don't know when it's going to be shaken. So you don't know when life going to come shake you.
Boy, don't you start talking about...
You got what I'm saying? So most people say it's the crushing.
Yes.
But it's the hard part. So with the oil that a lot of people don't understand, because I'm not really a gifted musician. I'm really not a great singer. No, seriously, I couldn't do it without the oil.
Yeah, and that's true.
So every time I stand up, it's only him, seriously.
And a lot of times we see artists that has amazing vocal ability. We see musicians that's very gifted, but they wonder why they're never getting to the pinnacle of where they think they should be. They think they have the perfect branding, they think they have the perfect agent, but if they don't have no oil.
You just said it. You don't have anything without God's hand.
Kevin Davidson, your magical musical journey. We have Bounce Back, Born to Win, Count Your Blessings. Oh, so many amazing hits. But then when I think about you have one that no matter what's going on, when you feel like you out for the count, but some in you say, it ain't over, because I got to fight on. about Fight On.
I
I
wrote.
wish I could hit that note, but
Well,
no, I ain't there yet.
The original, I think Kim Burrell, we brought her in one year. I think I taught it to her. And then Cheryl was tried, sing it. And Tabitha learned the song a week before we recorded it.
Now, I heard, was that Tabitha's first?
First song ever.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, Tabitha is a alto, more tenor.
My God.
So for her to do that see the whole song, and I wasn't going to even put the song on the record. Yeah, I wasn't going to even, my wife said, because I don't really know music the way people think. I don't know hits, and people say that's a single. I just write it, do it, and I'm on. So my wife, so my wife really picked the song, but Tabitha God's hand was on her. Out of everybody trying it, that was the first time she's ever led a song, period. And for God to, yeah, and that's what it was. When we recorded that night, and it was just an amazing moment. Like you said, a magical moment. That's a moment that people don't really believe when I say it. That was her first song. Check her history.
And it can happen because God has a way of equipping us where man said we
can't do it.
It's, oh, yes. All I want to know, are you willing?
Oh, that's good.
Are you willing?
Are you
Because
available?
sometimes we ain't willing. He may tell us to go left, but I want to go right because I know what I need to be doing.
Right.
What did he say? Because he already has a way for us. So tell us, when you think about that, what was birth? What were you going through? What was the journey of a Kevin Davidson going through when we got Fight On?
I had just got robbed.
Oh.
I got robbed. Yep, got robbed. And when I wrote the song, I had to fight because mentally I had lost it. I was fearing coming outside. I really went through, and I just penned it.
Wow.
Just, in this walk, we face many battles. And as I'm sitting here now, I'm like, you know what? Those songs never was for me. Because, everywhere I go, people know the songs better than me.
Yeah.
And I said it was, God just used me to birth the song.
Gotcha.
So that's really it, and how he put the choir together. A bunch of people that just really couldn't sing. We didn't have no degrees, and people come from all walks of life and just branded us together. So it was God. That's all.
And you think about what we're dealing with here in the city of Memphis, and I believe we're dealing with it probably all over the world, with robbery and all the crime that's going on. It's literally putting a fear tactic in the saints of God. Well, I normally would go to Bible study, but I don't want to go to Bible study tonight because somebody might break in my house.
Right.
They may rob me. But we got to fight on. And because of that timeless song again,
Yes.
no matter what year it is, we still gonna have crime because the Bible, he says in where the poor gonna be with us always.
But we wrestle not against.
You hear me?
The song is full of scripture.
We got to
Fight on.
So you got all these hits, and I know one year at your anniversary, and I'm always a blessing just to be in your presence, that I listed all your songs. They was like, he did that? I said, yes. He did all of these amazing songs because he got oil. And when I think about you still today, your oil is still real.
We just
Real.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
with all of those, I know, because it's been over a year since you did anything.
It's longer than that, but yeah.
Over a
Yeah.
year. So, over a year, what can the people of God, not just the saints, everybody, I don't care whether they're gospel artists or people that love gospel, blues, rock, R&B, they know they born to win. They know they still got the fight on. They know this. They got to count their blessings. What's next?
Oh, we have a major new song getting ready to come out. I'm really excited. It's called One Praise Away. Bennett Stewart produced it. We got a conference choir. I'm also traveling with, doing workshops. And so this new single is going to be, it's just church. Simple church. Just got a good drive at the end. So I just pray and bless everyone that will purchase it and listen to it.
I love it when you say it's just church.
Just church.
Because sometimes we've gotten to music where it's not churchy. It's just great inspirational, and I love it. But when takes me back to church, take me back to what I grew up
Yeah,
on
that's what it's going to do.
with my grandmother and my grandfather.
It's just,
Just make me want to clap
just-
my hand,
yeah.
stomp my feet, or even hit my hip.
That's it.
Well,
It's just good church. This new
Yes.
single is just great church.
Oh my God, Kevin Davidson, can I say thank you for all the love and the hard work you've done over the years. You've birthed so many amazing artists. I'm always amazed because you are a timeless artist, but you are not a selfish artist.
No.
I've seen you birth out artists that maybe they probably never will call your name today, but today you are an amazing vessel. And just because they don't call your name or don't say thank you, know that our God, the Father, is saying, job well done, my son. Because everything you've done, it ain't been for Kevin.
No.
It was for his glory.
That's it.
So, Kevin, thank you for letting us take this magical musical journey. Are there any people that you want to shout out on today that has been a blessing to you through this journey?
Well, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I hope I don't leave anybody out. But no, first of all, my wife, who has been wonderful in my corner, my kids, my church, the Dominion Church Faith World, Pastor Eddie Jones, Common Street, that's where I serve. Just absolute great place to be. My goddad, he don't want me to mention his name, but Kevin Taylor is absolutely beyond incredible. And you, I mean, you've just been, you know, just incredible with me. I can call you and you will help me out. All the radio announcers that play my music, so many different pastors that have allowed me to serve in their churches. I don't want to, you know, really get into calling everybody's name. I mean, but I'm just thankful. You know, I have so many amazing people in my life, and but most of all, and I consider everybody family. You know, those that I call Bennett Stewart, who has produced over the last few years all my music. He's just absolutely wonderful. Every musician that have sung with me, the voices of Binghamton. I mean, it's been an incredible journey. UCICC, it's just been absolutely incredible. So I'm just, I sit here in amazement of what God has done through me. So I'm just thankful.
Thank you so much, Kevin Davidson.
One more person.
Yes.
Miss Katrina Brigham.
All right now.
Who's owner of the record label, that can't leave her out.
No, we can't
and
leave her
just thankful for her, you know, people that have just saw me. So I just definitely don't want to leave her out.
All right. Well, you heard it. I am Talisa Franklin, and that was Kevin Davidson. Listen, if you would like to have him at your church or part of your ministry or any way that you know that you need this timeless artist, contact infinitymusicgroup.com today. I am Talisa Franklin, a magical musical journey with the one, the only, Kevin Davidson.
Serious, girl, did you go to school for that?
I'm serious.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, but you just.
Look at somebody that says something happens when I call on the name Jesus. Let me say it again. Anybody, y'all looking, come on, tell somebody that something really happens when I call on the name of Jesus. Something happens when I call you. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Miracles happen when I call you. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Can y'all help me listen? Lift those hands, something happens. Can y'all say that with us? When I call you. When I call you. You can stand up and do it with us. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Healing happens. Healing happens. When I call you. When I call you. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Can y'all do this? My provider, my provider. Has he provided for you? Come on. Hey.